How you guys doing? This is your main man, Raheem Smith, coming at you guys with another quick video. It's been an amazing week. Where am I? I'm at the park, chilling out, having a good time, enjoying me a real cool smoothie, fruit smoothie to be exact, trying to change things up a little bit. If you guys have been enjoying my videos, enjoying all the content that I've been able to create, do me a favor, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment letting me know you want to see more videos like this. I'll try to keep it entertaining, I'll try to keep it consistent despite how far apart each video is. The only reason why I have not been making videos in a while like I want to make them is because I've been coming across so many different dead ends trying to find different ways to generate money. Nowadays, it's simple to make money whether or not you're in the middle of a pandemic and a recession or not, because jobs are everywhere. Whether they're hiring right now or not, jobs are everywhere. The hard part is generating your own money. There's a difference between making money and generating your own money. But that's not where I'm going to get at today. It's not about money. It's not about trying to make money or generate money. This is about unity, okay? I've realized that we as a people, specifically the black community, and I must say the black community, black African community in the United States, USA, as we all say, we're not unified. We think we are, but we're not. And if we do unify, we only unify for one reason. Sadly, we only unify for one reason. We unify when it comes to having fun, chilling, drinking, smoking, breaking bread between each other and stuff like that. Why is it that we don't seem to unify for the right reasons? I found out that we don't unify when it comes to ownership. We unify only when it's convenient for us. We don't unify in order to come up as a collective. And for the record, I'm not just going to talk about African black people. I'm going to talk about Africans or people of ethnic backgrounds, or at least specific ethnic backgrounds. Because I'm seeing Muslims, they're staying together no matter what. I'm seeing Europeans, they're staying together no matter what. I'm seeing the Japanese, the Chinese, the Koreans. You name a certain culture where they are sticking together and coming up and showing ownership for themselves between each other. They're doing that. But why is it that the black community doesn't do that? Is it because we're selfish? Could be. Is it because we're only thinking about ourselves and our own well-being? Is it because we only think about self-preservation? Yes, it is. I've noticed this. A lot of people my age and older want to be left alone, which I understand that. I mean, if you can't trust your family, your friends, who can you trust? Me, myself, and I. Yeah, Beyonce said it best. Go check that song out. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Although she was only talking about the ladies, of course, me, myself, and I is all I got. It makes a damn good point. Despite the fact that she was mainly speaking from a woman's point of view, because women seem to get cheated on more than anything else. But now women are coming up and showing ownership. Big shout out to all the women that follow me and that I'm following that are showing ownership, starting small businesses and doing what's right for their kids and putting me onto game, and I can do the same for you. Big shout out to all the ladies. But I don't see a lot of men doing this. But yet I see a lot of women going after the wrong guys and then saying that all men are the same. Not fair, but it happens. Have I ever been a victim of it? Of course I have. But let's get back to the unity part. Why is it that for every person that has a job, they believe that this is it? For every person that has a job, they believe that this is it. There's nothing else. I got to do what I got to do for my kids. If I didn't have kids, then I'd be doing this, I'd be doing that, no matter what. But because I got kids, I can't risk it. Seems to me like when you didn't have kids, you were fearless. You did whatever you want. But the sad part is, because you were fearless, you did whatever you want. You did it without any real direction in your life. Now, some of y'all gonna probably say, oh, what, you judging now? Yes, I am judging. Yes, I am. Only God can judge. If only God can judge, then that means you're being judged right now after the fact of having children, being a single parent, and this could be single moms or single dads, doesn't matter. But many of y'all know that it's mainly single moms I'm talking to. I'm talking to everybody as a collective, but I'm picking certain people out for specific reasons. So bear with me. If you don't like it, go off my video. It's cool. I'm not going to be mad. Some of y'all not going to want to hear this because y'all don't want to accept the fact that you've made mistakes in your life. Now, I'm not saying that your family, the kids that you brought into this world was a mistake. That was not a mistake. I'll never say that bringing angels into this world and raising them and teaching them the best parts of life from your point of view is a mistake. That's not it. But you know you made a mistake when you got with the father that helped you make the child. And the only reason why I can say this is because I've had more than one woman who I was involved with leave me for somebody else, and then years later come back saying that you were the one. If that makes any sense from a man's point of view, smash that like button and hit me up. Comment. Let me know that you feel what I'm saying. But once again, we're not unified. Why are we not unifying with each other? Please comment below and let me know why we're not unifying with each other. Is it because we're selfish? Is it because we're scared? Is it because we're afraid of being cheated on? We're afraid of being having something stolen from us? Is it because we're afraid of losing money? Yeah, I went there. Are we afraid of losing money? We shouldn't be, because we don't invest anything. All we do is spend everything. So let me ask you a question. What are you most afraid of when it comes to you spending your money? What are you most afraid of when it comes to unifying with your fellow black communities? If you have anybody in your neighborhood that you say is a friend and they come to you saying, I got a business opportunity for you, a small business opportunity for you, or a small investment opportunity for the long term, but you say no, what kind of friend are you? What kind of friend are you to turn down another friend who's trying to come up and is trying to bring you along for the ride? Why would you say no to that? Because you don't trust what they're doing? If you don't trust what they're doing, that means you don't trust them. But then if you don't trust them, why would you hang around them? Why hang around them, chill with them, smoke with them, whatever the case may be? You mean to tell me that your friends are only good to have fun with, but they're not good enough to actually do business with? Or is it because you're afraid that things might go wrong and they might try to cheat you out of something? That's the reason why you come up together, you speak together, you keep up the open communication, and then you come up. And if it doesn't work out, you come up to a mutual agreement and you separate. You take what's yours, and then the other person takes what's theirs. Is that what we're worried about? It's kind of weird that we as African Americans, black people as a whole, we don't trust each other. And yet we're the ones who are working for the white people. We're working for Europeans. We're working for our leaders. The people that won't give us more than what we're asking for. I mean, think about it. I know you know what I'm talking about. You'll be on your job working 6 to 8 hours a day, sometimes more, for the same amount of pay, coming in early, sometimes leaving late, even coming in on your days off when you shouldn't have to. You'll do it for the paper, but you won't invest any of that paper into a small business or into an investment business that'll make money for you. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, because I'm doing the same thing myself, one job looking for another, but every single time I get paid, I throw at least 10 to 20% inside of the stock market. What do I mean by the stock market? Well, y'all know that I use brokerage apps. I've got 3 that I use: Acorns, Robinhood, and I use M1 Finance. Because of that, I got money coming in without me even trying to think about it. I buy between 1 to 5 shares of every single company. And whether the company is going up or down in the economy, I'm still making something throughout the month. I'm making money 10 to 13 times every single month just from owning shares, and I'm still buying and holding shares. I don't buy and sell, I buy and hold. I'm doing it for the long term. But is that something you guys are interested in doing, or something you are afraid to do? You're afraid to do that because you're afraid of losing money. How do you lose money if you're investing? You lose money when you spend. You spend money on a bill, you just lost some money. Despite the fact that you now have lights, water, electricity, whatever the case may be. Don't get me wrong, you need things for the now, but what about things for the future? You're going around saying, and I quote, live life to the fullest. Well, I see a lot of people living life to the fullest, but because of this COVID-19 business, I see a lot of people out of work. So how is living life to the fullest now? And all due respect to the people who may have lost someone. But if you have lost someone, odds are you had to pay some money if you weren't prepared for that loss to begin with, because of the whole virus. Me personally, I've lost no one personally, and only God, and I can only thank God for that. God's blessed me as well as taken away from me. But everything he does is for a reason, is that correct? Now, once again, I did put in quotation marks, only God can judge. But I say myself that I can judge. Why? Because I understand the truth. I'm understanding myself and I'm understanding the world around me. Can you say that? Nah, I don't think you can. Because you're too stuck in religious politics. And I said religious politics. Okay? You're into politics when it comes to voting in the government and the food stamps and the Section 8 and everything else like that. You're totally under the control of somebody else, and it's been that way for eons. And when it comes to religion, you're so stuck up into that, you don't want to see anything else outside of that. Your awareness is completely down to earth. Down to earth, which means you're not an open book. And by open book, I don't mean accepting everything that is being said to you, everything that's being taught to you. Whatever you're being taught, go on ahead and do your research and find out for yourself if everything that you're being taught is 100% true. You can't do that. You're nothing more than a sheep being led by a shepherd. And no offense, but in my eyes, the shepherd can always deceive the flock. The shepherd can always deceive the flock. Okay? Think about that. What you need to do more is unify with some people that you know, or people that you don't know but can get to know, and see if you can try to come up. If you can't come up with nobody that you trust, come up with somebody that you can't trust. And by can't trust, find people who are open-minded like yourself. Find people who want more out of life than you, just like you. If you have people that you hang around with 24/7, they don't want anything more than where they are, they're in their comfort zone, leave them. They can't do anything for you. If you're in a bind and they can't help you, then they're no good to you. If they're only good for you for having a good time and coming at you when it's convenient, then how are they your friends? If you're the kind of person who is open-minded and wants to start a business opportunity or wants to invest in the stock market and needs ideas and stuff like that, if you're the kind of person who wants to make money outside of what you already do, you want to make legit money, you want to make a lot of money, you want to make money for the long term, but the people that you're around don't feel the same way, it's time for you to let go and find new people. Or if not, let go of them. Get into your own comfort zone, and automatically stay by yourself. Read, learn, educate, exercise, meditate, find yourself, no matter what. Believe me, when you're finding your purpose, God's gonna send the right people and the right opportunities into your life. Don't believe me? Look at all the spiritual leaders who came up from nothing. Look at how many followers they had. Think about that. I'm not going to ramble too much longer, but I had to go on ahead and get this off my chest because we as black people need to unify. Doesn't matter who you're with or the background, but unification is key. We're the only people that I see who are not unifying with each other. Excuse me. We're the only people that I see that are not unifying with each other. Why? It's sad. Because we don't trust each other. We don't trust each other. We'll hang around we'll hang around each other to hang out, chill, drink, smoke, talk BS, but we just do not trust each other when it comes to money. Why? Because we have families, because some of us have families to feed, and we're afraid of investing for the long term. Each one of my apps, the Robinhood, the Acorns, and M1 Finance, each one of the apps that I'm using for the stock markets, for the brokerages, each one of them has a purpose. For some of you who have kids, hopefully you have something for them either before or after they're born that they can use for when they turn 18 and they're out of the house. I can guarantee that things are not going to be the same by the time they're 18. I can guarantee that. Now, I've had different people ask me, oh, you ain't got no kids, or do you have kids? I'm like, no, I don't have children. Spiritually, I do have kids because I've only gotten a few women pregnant and they lost my child, miscarriage. Blessing and a curse. A blessing because I know I can get any woman I want and I can get a woman pregnant if I want. A curse means, but the curse part means that I lost it, but it was a lesson. Everything happens in threes. I've lost 2 kids in the past. So I said, you know something? It's time to stop messing around and get my money right. The next time I find a chick and I end up messing with her, or things take a turn for the better, that could be it. So I've chosen not to mess around. I've chosen to stay ahead of my path. I've chosen to do my own thing. I've chosen to make this money. That way when I meet that right woman, I'm in the best place of my life financially. Spiritually, physically, mentally, financially. By the time I come across the right woman to have my child, there's the third. That might be it. There's your Holy Trinity right there. I'm sorry, but the 3-way Trinity, to me, it's a big deal to me. I got one brokerage app specifically for my child, my future child. I keep putting money in that. Not only do I get payments back, but there's also a dividend yield. Monthly dividends is what I'm looking at, plus going into the currency markets. It's time for us to try and take our finances that much more seriously. Some of you thinking, oh, I don't want to do all that. I don't feel like that. All right, fine. You don't want to do all that? That's cool. But don't come to me or come to one of your friends asking for money when all you know how to do is apply for Section 8 and food stamps, knowing that all that money is capped. And capped meaning you're only going to get so much of it. Like a job, Section 8 food stamps, you only get so much of that depending on how many kids you have, and that's it. At least when you're starting your own business and you work hard enough and you start blowing up, you can make as much money as you want. The government can't take that money from you. It's taxed differently. And we all know this. Man, we all know this. Don't go around saying that you don't have the ability to do nothing when you know you do. God gave you the same ability to do what you need to do as everybody else. Oh, I got diabetes, or I was diagnosed with this, or what? No excuses. I got a mom who's a diabetic. She's beating it. She's getting better. She has a slightly bad back. She's actually part of her body is limp sometimes. Yet she still goes to work. She still goes to work. She's still doing hair. Yeah, she started her own business. She's still doing hair. She's still making money. She's still doing things for free. That way she can build up her clientele, and she's going to be making money on her own. Why? I mean, if my own mother, who's possibly in the same condition as some of you women, or your mothers, or worse, is doing her thing no matter what, why can't you? There should be no excuse. And I say this, why? Because I used to have an ex-girlfriend who used to say, oh, I'm not smart enough for this, or I can't do this, or my back is killing me, or I'm a diabetic, or I was in the hospital for this, or my ex-boyfriend did this to me, so I can't do any of this stuff. All I know how to do is cook, clean, stay home, and raise kids. Now, I'm not knocking any woman who is in that place. I salute you. But you are not giving yourself enough credit. You don't give yourself enough credit. Whether you have a man or not, you can always do more than what you perceive you can. Don't say you believe in God, God loves me, but you're going to put yourself down. Last time I checked, in the good book, aka the Bible, for every single person that God specifically spoke to, that's because they educated themselves, and despite any sicknesses, they did what they had to do. So God showed favor among them. Don't say that God loves you and that you love God, but you're going to doubt yourself physically. That just means that you want a handout. And as far as I'm concerned, for every person who wants a handout, you've already given up. And as for you men, yeah, I got on the women, so now I'm going to get on the men too. Okay? As for you men, you need to step up. Stop being afraid to invest your money. Stop being afraid to look for partners that you know you can trust. People who ain't never did you wrong. Never did you wrong. Always been honest with you. People that can teach you something. And when it comes to some of you men who are actually baby daddies, y'all need to straighten up. Y'all need to be there for your kids more. It's because of guys like you that most men, decent men, can't find good women. All the good women are basically taken because you guys are messing around with them and then leaving them. I can't blame you guys because some of you guys weren't taught the right way. The United States is technically anti-African American. It's anti-black, whether you want to believe it or not. Don't believe it, go on social media. See how many black people are getting shot by cops every single day. I'm just throwing that out there. You don't like what I'm saying? I'm just throwing that out there. It's the real thing. All right? If any of you can agree to what I'm saying, if any of you understand what I'm saying, you can relate to what I'm saying, once again, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and please go on ahead and send me a comment. I don't care how long, I don't care what it is. Send me a comment letting me know you understand what I'm talking about. And while you're at it, click the links below to get access to all the free app information that I have. I've got Digit, I've got Chime, I've got Digit, I've got Chime, I've got one other app. You'll have to excuse me. I'm kind of rambling on about this. I also have my brokerage apps, which is Robinhood, Acorns, and M1 Finance. Each one of them is absolutely free, and they pay you a certain amount of money just for joining up absolutely free. Each one of them. For some of the apps, you're going to have to add a debit card. If I were you, I would go on ahead, click the link below, and get with Chime, get that card, and use that card to link to some of the other apps and brokerages that are available. That way you don't have to worry about using a regular bank account. Should you hit up Chime, you'll get $50 when you apply for direct deposit full check, up to $200. You get $50 extra credit. Apply that to Acorns, that's $5 extra. Swipe the card, you'll be putting $5, you'll be rounding up and investing in no time. Sign up for Robinhood, you get 1 free stock. Absolutely free, no money down. And keep investing from there. Sign up for M1 Finance, you get a free stock. Upload $100, you'll get a second stock absolutely free. Just that simple. It ain't hard. These are free opportunities, people. You like free, right? I'm sure you do. You go out to a restaurant, you go out to a clothing store or anything else like that, jewelry store. If you're not getting something for free, buy 2 get 1 free. You'll probably get one buy one get one half off, or buy 2 get 1 30% off, whatever case it is. If you can get something for free or for a discount, you better be taking advantage of it. So take advantage of the information down below. The economy is slowly rising, but at the same time, so is the death toll when it comes to COVID-19. You're healthy as a horse, but death is your money is healthy and up to date as you are. And if it's not, start investing. That way, while you're making money now, you have money coming in the future. Do something now that your future self will say thank you and your family with in the future. You guys have a great day and have a great night, depending on when you're seeing this. Love, peace, namaste.